Hello Divine Feminine, and welcome to your power message for Wednesday. And I've changed the cloth. I've brought some beautiful gold sunlight and gold energy in for April. And we're moving forward now. There's great things coming in. And I love this message. It says, I view my fellow humans with compassion and understanding. So fellow humans, this means that you're being reminded that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and each of us having that human experience has got an ego, and the ego brings in the fear and it edges all the goodness out. So we have to remember that, because it's so easy sometimes to get dragged into fear and get dragged into struggle and get dragged into the 3D illusion of this life. And when we remember we are a spiritual being, we're in the earth, that means we walk on the earth, but we're not of it. We come from somewhere else. We are connected with Source. We are liquid love. This journey is much easier to handle. I view, that means I observe, I see things from a higher perspective. My fellow humans, my fellow spiritual beings having a human experience right now, I view them with compassion and understanding. That means you don't judge another, you don't get annoyed by another, you don't take anything personally, you just allow things to be. You allow things to breathe, and you understand that everyone is here to teach and grow and learn. That means you teach others, but you also learn from them. And you learn from others, but you also teach them. It's very powerful, because we are students and teachers to each other. So let's look at the different scenarios. So first of all, we've got our Divine Masculine, who we teach and learn from. Our Divine Masculine is our greatest teacher, because they trigger us in ways that nobody else can. We get triggered because we're impatient. We want things to happen a certain way. So we tend to get triggered when it's not going to our plan. It's not happening the way that we expect it to happen, in the timeline that we expect it to happen in. And our Divine Masculine teaches us to let go of control. Our Divine Masculine teaches us that it's not on our plan, because it never is. It's God's plan. It has to be on God's time, not our time. And that's always divine time. So our Divine Masculine teaches us as a Divine Feminine to let go of control, because we're constantly trying to control on this journey to make things happen, to make things see, to make things go a certain way, and we can't. And when we fight against it and we continue to try and change things or make things happen, things that may be out of our control, that we're trying to control, we can get blocked. And we can get ghosted, and we can go into separation. So we have to surrender that to God. And when we surrender and we start giving back to ourselves, those walls and those blocks and those delays just disappear. And that's when the masculine returns. So our masculine teaches us to let go. And that's part of the ego. If they are with someone else, if there's a karmic partner, that person is teaching the Divine Masculine, because they are learning from that person how to be in a relationship. And they're also teaching your masculine what they do and don't want. So they're teaching the Divine Masculine that you are the one, because nobody compares to you. And it doesn't matter who they're with, what they're doing, where they are, that person and that situation will never live up to you, because you are unique and special. So you're learning through that karmic situation and that karmic partner to trust in you and to have faith in you and the love that you share with your twin, because nothing can match that, and nothing can knock that, and nothing can, be deeper than that. So you're being asked to trust. So in a karmic relationship, that person is actually teaching you to trust the love that you have with your twin, to trust in your own self, and to remember your power, that nobody compares to you. So through that situation, we learn self-love and we learn self-worth, and we realize how amazing we are. Through other people, other Divine Feminines, we learn to have compassion. We learn what community is. We understand that we don't have to be related to people with blood to feel connected with them. You know, I have very deep bonds with you guys that I never really had with anyone else, because we are soul family and we have a soul connection, and we're always guided where we thrive. Birds of a feather flock together. So we connect with like-minded people where we can support each other and help each other and be there for each other through the good and the bad. So we cheer each other on when we're going through good times, but we also pick each other up when we're going through the struggle. And we also find our connection with ourself, with our own self, who we are, doing things we love to do, focusing on our passions and our dreams, and we realise how strong we are through the challenges we go through. And we realise that we can handle this because our Creator would not give us anything that we can't handle. And we also get that connection with heaven, whether that's God, the universe, the higher power, Mother Nature, Father Sky, or your connection with your guides, your angels, or your loved ones. You realise that you are not alone because you are of the earth and you walk on this earth, but you are not of it. And your fellow humans are here to help you. Life would be very boring if we lived it alone. You know, we wouldn't learn, we wouldn't grow. We may survive. If you've seen the films with, you know, Will Smith in, there's a film where he's like this lone survivor, but it's boring. You know, he may be fighting zombies and becoming strong, but it's very boring. It's the interaction with others that make life interesting, that make life lively. You know, really, if there'd be no problems, if there was no other human beings, life would be very flat. There'd be no reason to come. We come here to grow, to interact, to get to know each other, to learn and grow from each other through the challenges we go through and the tests and the triggers. And we realise how amazing this life is. And that's really what you are coming to terms with today as a divine feminine, the reason you've come. You know, they say that a smooth sea does not create a great sailor, and it's so true. You know, if we didn't have any problems, what would be the point? You know, if we didn't have any challenges, what would be the point? We wouldn't come because we wouldn't grow. And our soul craves growth. You know, we queue up before we're born into this lifetime to come back to the earth body. You know, we're kind of waiting for that moment. And we're so excited about it. Yet when we're born, we forget all of that. So we go through struggles. And that's why every journey is different. Every lifetime is different and every journey is different. But the love you and your twin flame share is always the same. It's deep, it's connected, it's spiritual, it's telepathic. It's so much more than the physical realm. And you're being reminded of that. So have compassion for what your divine masculine is going through, because they are walking their journey and they are learning too. They are struggling too. They're finding the way. You focus on understanding what this journey is. It's a journey of growth and learning. We're here to learn. And, you know, we may be looking at other people's lives thinking they've got it easy, but they haven't. Everybody's journey is painful and hard because it's our journey. Your journey may be painful and hard to you because it's your journey. It's what you've come for. It's what you've signed up for, to learn and grow. So when you go back to your spiritual home, when you go back, you can say, I did it. I got through it. I overcame those things that I never thought I could. How exciting. I can't wait to live again. So if you choose to come back down, you're going to go through different lessons at different timelines with different people. Maybe some of the same soul family too, but other people who grow you. So that's really what you're being guided to know today. And I love this. We've got this beautiful kind of these stones. You know, this about grounding energy, healing, understanding the physical self. We're going through ascension right now. We're going through storms and chaos within. That could be physically, emotionally, spiritually. But the goal is always the same, to focus on love. That's why we've come. Jesus said we've come here to learn love, to learn to respond in love, with love in all situations, whether we're getting triggered or we're not, to respond with love, to become the observer of our life, to see things from a higher point of view. So today, know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And it's a life that deserves to be lived, to be enjoyed, to be appreciated, because we're here for a small time, not a long time. So enjoy all the moments of the day. Enjoy all the moments of your life that you've been given, because that's a precious gift. And see all of your fellow humans, the spiritual beings, having a human experience like you with compassion and understanding. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.